If I were just starting out with this new e-commerce idea I had, here's what I would do today to make sure the business runs smoothly and minimize the startup costs. Pretty much the cheapest methods available. First, pick a product you already have an interest in. Not necessarily passionate about, but you know quite a lot about based on your interests and hobbies. There are many ways to search for a product, but let's just say in this example you want to resell figurines. You can actually filter out 168 suppliers by the speed that they can send the product. You want to consider these things when filtering out suppliers on 1688. So there are many ways to search for a product that you may be interested in, but in this example you just say you want to resell figurines. So here are some things to consider when looking for a supplier. Can they ship the products fast? Do they have overseas seller experience? Do they already have marketing materials that you can use? And what are their response times? Show this product that you find to some friends or family and see if any of them will actually bite on the purchase. Of course, it's better to get the money up front from your friends and family to see whether or not they will buy it from you. In any case, you can always buy a sample for yourself if you can't find a friend or family member to chip in for a product that they were already gonna buy or already have interest in anyways. So once you've found the product, then I will look into the shipping channels or freight forwarders that specialize into small parcel shipping in this case. Because you're just starting out, I would recommend a service called Quides of 56. They are pretty much a self-service freight forwarder that can support multiple countries. But once you have established a clear product and shipping costs for your target, I've actually made a video and we'll do a new video on how to use their services for your business. So once you already have established the product and the shipping costs for your target market, the next thing you should do is do the math. I do have a free profit calculator that you can download in the video description below that will allow you to input all the costs and show you how much you should charge your end customer based on your profit margin that you want, whether it's 50%, 70%, whatever, you can adjust it to whatever you want. It's very important to get as detailed as you can with the product, shipping, and even taxes and payment processor fees. Now, the next thing I would do is to test the process. You can do this a couple ways. I recommend just testing it for yourself first. But if you are super cheap, you can always have a friend or family member test it for you if they're truly interested in buying the product anyways. The reason I recommend you test the product first is to check the product quality and the process yourself before recommending it to other people. You can also take the time you get the samples in your house to film content and even make marketing materials for other advertisements. If during the sample you are satisfied with the product quality and the time it took you to receive it, then you should go into the next step of finding at least 5 people in your inner circle who would be interested in buying the product. I would be upfront and tell them that I want to start an e-commerce business because they are more forgiving than starting out with strangers if mistakes happen. Also, it wouldn't hurt to deal with lost packages and returns early on because they will happen. These 5 orders will be your startup fees. You can simply use platforms like Stripe or PayPal to accept the payments up front after you've done the calculations of how much you should charge the customer up front using the payment calculator, and before you even invest on making a website and a front-end location for strangers to buy the product. So if the 5 orders work smoothly, then I will go deeper into the marketing. I would personally ask the supplier to provide marketing materials, and in some cases they'll provide you the original project file for Photoshop or even for Premiere Pro or whatever they use for video editing so that you can tweak the product based on your local market because their advertising may be targeted to another audience. Then after I already had 5 successful purchases in my inner circle, I will challenge myself to find 5 other people and think of these funds that people pay you up front so that you can use these funds to make a website, connecting a payment processor, etc. Making it more automatic instead of just saying, hey, do you want this product? PayPal me $50 and you'll get it in 2 weeks, etc. If you're totally new to this, it is no problem starting out with PayPal or Stripe. And as you get more experience, then I will definitely recommend that you apply for a separate payment processor and payment provider. Once you actually have a proof of business, I say at least 3 months of transactions, because actually getting approved, especially if they know you're doing something along the lines of e-commerce and dropshipping, is quite difficult. So once I've gotten enough customers, a total of 10, your initial 5 and your second 5, I will then use those funds to go to a place like Fiverr and have someone create my front-end website that of course is very mobile friendly, because a lot of these platforms, people like to use their mobile phones to buy, and maybe even hire someone to help me tweak the marketing materials I already have. At this point, I will then use the rest of the funds to set up an advertising campaign on Facebook or TikTok to reach more people. Realize that tweaking the advertisement campaigns will take you some time to learn and some money, and I'm currently working on this process myself to improve the current business I have. So I know it can be tough, but I know the rewards can be worth it once you crack the algorithm on how to find the right audience for your product. Then I would review and repeat the process, either for the same product or consider adding more products in the same product niche so that my website can offer more than one product. Now, you probably want to know how to pay suppliers in China, like on 1688, if you want to activate a special payment card to make on these platforms. If so, you can check out this video right here on exactly how to open that special payment card.